Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Dollar, dollar.
We're going to be talking about Ginger versus S2J. It's been a while since I've kind of done a little bit of a higher level analysis, but I just see this match and I see Ginger playing against Falcon, and it kind of a little bit rubs me the wrong way, you know? Ginger's obviously a great player, nothing against him. Johnny's a great player as well. But I kind of just want to go over how Ginger approaches this matchup and kind of some stuff I see that really gets him in trouble versus some Falcon players, you know? Ginger, to me, is a very methodical, you know, well-thought-out player. And I think that kind of works against him sometimes in a matchup like this where it's super volatile and, you know, just kind of, it's about abusing stuff against Falcon, right? So I just want to see Ginger abuse certain things against Falcon, you know, but mix it up too. So let's just go into it. You know, this isn't going to be like a formal analysis or anything, just kind of saying what I notice along the way, and hopefully you guys find it useful, and yeah, let's go ahead and dive in here.
Very nice. Champions League, thank you to the sponsors.
Yeah,
making this possible. I thank you to the
So the biggest interaction I pretty much want to talk about is what Ginger does after he hits Johnny's shield. Johnny is notorious for being probably the best Falcon out of shield. And that's something that you're just not going to get used to if you don't play against Johnny on a consistent basis, is his answers out of shield are unlike any other Falcons. And you'll see somebody like Lucky absolutely sometimes destroy Johnny in shield because he just has a good... he respects Johnny's abilities out of shield, and he doesn't... And so he changes his pressure to kind of, you know, take care of those answers. You'll see very, very awkward shield pressure, what seems awkward shield pressure, like against Johnny from people like Mango and Lucky and other people who have had success against Johnny. But yeah, Johnny's just so good. If you're trying to play straight up against Johnny, it's just not usually the play. So
It depends.
but yeah, we'll be looking at this a little bit more from the Falco point of view, just seeing what
But you
Ginger
can
can
also
do
turn
better.
it
I
off.
love that holding stage. So right here,
more often
this is
than
really
in the
good.
olden days.
kind of going
But you
under
can also
Falcon,
turn it
making
off.
Falcon land on a laser. That's kind of what you want to do there. That's really good. Meanwhile, Johnny's trying to find angles to get across, to get kind of slightly over the laser. And it's kind of like a risk you play with Falcon, is you just want to get slightly of, you just want to avoid the laser just barely. You never want to completely avoid the laser interaction, because usually trades and stuff are good for you there, and a big mistake I see a lot of Falcons made is they'll just avoid trying to go over the laser at all, you know? So, good stuff. Okay. Once again. Okay, so really good here. I love that so far. Looking for the roll right away. Laser in between pressure is really good. Kind of catches him there.
3 weeks straight, if I'm not mistaken, right?
It is the classic of the Slippy Champions League as far as I'm concerned. It's S2J versus Ginger. Ginger, someone who has been struggling with this particular player in the past couple weeks. Definitely comes.
Okay, see, this is a very dangerous game now he's playing. So, the lasers he was doing before to kind of make Falcon go to it, that's all good in the start. And now he's playing this very dangerous game in center where if he gets clipped by an air, he's going to die, right?
Ginger, someone who has been
I can see that being a lot better early percentage, right? So like right here, I don't mind it, kind of sharking.
But you can also turn.
Yeah, like that kind of stuff I don't mind at this percentage. But when you start getting to like the mid percents and you're looking for Falcon to land on a laser, it gets a little tricky. Because if you get clipped, you're going to get knocked down, right? So that's just something to look out for. So mid percent, you kind of have to change a little bit how you play, because you don't want to be in that I'm going to get clipped, see, like that, like I'm going to get clipped kind of thing. So
Jay versus Ginger. Ginger, someone who has been struggling with this particular player in the past couple weeks.
See, like right here, right? So either you're gonna, you're playing this dangerous game here now when you're at 83% and you're trying to be super precise here with that laser. This kind of game is what Falcon wants at later percents. Early percent, it doesn't really matter, but the fact that even if Ginger holds down here and he gets clipped, it's not going to save him, right? So in general here, I would like to be at this mid percent or at this higher percent where Falco is. I like the idea of flashing shield, turning your back towards Falco, reacting, and then, because the game plan should be slightly different because you're getting into the volatile percents, right? Where Falcon doesn't need a clean hit to hit you, to kill you.
Definitely coming correct with a game plan, I would hope,
Nice.
to take a dub.
Okay, really unfortunate
Johnny
there.
also-
A little late.
He explodes, kind of like Nunn had been doing against PPU earlier, just like...
Oh, beautiful.
gets a
That's so
hold of
smart
you
by
and doesn't
Ginger.
let you go.
Okay, good job. I love that. Flashing the shield.
Yeah, I think we're in for another classic set.
Johnny with a really good reaction
I was just
there.
noticing Ginger on
Immaculate
spot.
recovery.
Aggressive.
Very nice.
Johnny's been slowing him down ever since, though.
That reverse fade back nair was so cute. Just crossed him up and then got a grab.
Okay, this is
Like
a very
reverse-
interesting thing. Ginger's not really putting a lot of pressure on here. He is invincible. I understand he doesn't want to get clipped. But to me, it's a little awkward for Ginger not to be pressuring the ledge here with 0%. And I don't know. To me, when I see Ginger, I see a little too much caution.
Fade back nair.
Like he should be all up in there holding down, right in front of Johnny. Because what's he going to do against a Falco at 0%, right? Instead, he pretty much relinquishes all his invincibility pressure here. So,
So cute. Just crossed.
and to me, if you play this kind of really safe game, you're in that. You're going into the neutral, not really accounting for getting clipped, just barely getting clipped, And if you don't, and if you're. I think he's looking for too many specific things. So at least that's what I see so far. So
Tossed him up and then got a grab from it too. Oh, I like the chase.
Nice, that was fucking amazing.
Weird, man, 'cause it's just crazy
Okay.
volatile.
I like
wherever
that.
it gets opened up first.
Oh, that was unfortunate. Still able to clean up.
Yeah, it's beautiful, And the thing is, the difference is that Falco has a gun, and Falcon is honorable and decides not to use his gun. So that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Nice. I love that full jump there. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I like this laser heavy style when he's at 30, He still has the ability to hold down after he gets clipped. Very, very important. Now this interaction is going to be interesting as well, because we're going to see how Ginger pressures shield here for the first time in a while, right? Back air, nice. Okay. Let's go back here a little bit. Okay, flashes the shield. I love flashing shield against Falcon is actually really good to do in between aerials because it just covers his immediate aerial out. Falcon usually cannot space well enough that close to not get back aired. So I love the shield by Ginger, really really good. And then I was watching S2J during the time. It's really important to know that Falco in this position with his back towards Falco and flashing shield is a very, very strong position. You're basically just covering attack, and you can react out of shield with a back air if you see a nair, or anything for that matter. So, good job on Ginger. I like that. I think he missed the L cancel there. Barely missed that kind of full jump out of shield. Beautiful job doing the high laser. Okay. You'll notice this high laser right here, right? So this high laser is really, really good. Basically, it just covers the jump, and he gets the laser out faster, so, it's just really good. Really, really like it. And here's a spot where I feel like doing an aerial there is probably not as good as just doing a down tilt. Something you'll see Mango do a lot is down tilt on shield. What's up, T2? so, one thing I think Ginger can do here is use more ground moves to kind of cover Falcon's mobility options out of shield. Because he doesn't really need to commit with this nair like that. I feel like Johnny has a slightly lower shield. He can kind of poke more. Here you kind of give Johnny a free out because he gets to roll. So, and it's fine to do this nair if you're absolutely confident that you can cover this cover whatever comes next. But I feel like right here, down tilt's a little better. You kind of have to realize when Falcon has a lower shield and you can sneak in down tilts and you can do stuff like that. Okay, yeah, see, so he wasn't really ready for the answer out. I feel like he was looking for the roll, which is good, but he was a little too specific there, and I feel like he could have covered. I feel like a ground move there is not a bad mix up there. So. Okay, once again, we're playing with fire here, right? If you're going to be super precise with lasers at 80+%, you better make sure you're precise with those lasers. Like there, right? Like a laser coming into center with the laser is really good. As far as like being able to land and then get a reaction and be able to but if he's not ready for this back air, then I don't know. But he should be holding down after this laser, right? He should be holding down. There's no reason for him not to hold down here. Okay, he did. Okay, good.
Up till their shine, there's the
Still a pretty even match.
Falcon is like he just gets trapped in the washing machine that is Falco comboing him. Oh no, he's really good. But I've noticed Ginger, when he has SJ in the corner, he's making more committal decisions to catching him with a full hop, which I think is really making Johnny feel the pressure. Oh no, just grabs.
Johnny feels comfortable in that mix-up scenario, though. He hasn't been biting too much. Oh.
See, I think none.
Okay, so Johnny's been rolling very early against pressure.
Empty hop, gentleman.
But Ginger's doing a good job keeping pressure. Yeah, he just hold down there.
Yeah, I was wondering when down or
Nice, double laser, very good there.
Oscar would call it mature.
very mature choice.
Beautiful.
Double shine.
That was so good.
Oh, that air dodge.
Okay, nice, he covered the early roll that time. Really good.
Ginger could have kept that going, but that get him attack broke his whole plan.
Yes. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, and he says, check it out.
Oh, I like that. I like that back there.
Yeah, the weight win. Nice by S2J, going fastball through the platform. Ginger just needs one.
Oh, yeah, he's pressing buttons.
He just kept holding in, just getting in the face.
Just slapping him like to challenge him to a duel.
That was like GoldenEye when you're not allowed to use guns.
Slappers only.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, shit,
No tech there.
Wow, that down smash sent the go away.
That situation, I was talking about this yesterday on commentary.
Yeah, I don't like this right here. I mean, I understand, but you have to realize when Johnny's adapted here. He pretty much, this laser under the platform, I get it, right? It's not terrible. But why are you doing it? I think you're just doing it just to do it, I feel like it's a very, I get it. It feels safe to laser under a platform. But Johnny's adapted to that. By now he's adapted to that. And, you run the risk of getting clipped if you're just doing the laser just to do it, right? Yeah, see, it's I don't see that. I don't get the laser there. I really don't. Yeah, once again, kind of risky lasers. Very high laser, nice. Yeah, so, I don't mind the high lasers, but eventually I think he needs to just put in a gap there. He needs to stop moving once in a while and kind of check what Johnny's doing. Maybe laser twice there and watch, right? I feel like Falco has the advantage of being able to react pretty well with shield. You don't always have to react with an aerial or something to beat somebody, but even reacting with shield against Falcon's really good because Falco can shine out a shield, has really good shield options. in general. So
Johnny sneaking in a back air there from the platform.
overall, pretty even game.
It's nice.
Here we're going to see some adaptations from Johnny, most likely.
Yeah.
Obviously, FD, very interesting stage here. I like it.
Oh, Reed's jump back.
All right, so the first thing we need to watch there is Johnny's ability to wave dash out of shield, right? We need to account for that. So this down air shot pretty much had no chance of kind of like, I feel like it was never gonna hit because this down air was so high, right? But then we get clipped,
Jump back.
then we die.
All it takes is one read for S2J.
Oh wow.
Falco grab.
You could just get blown up,
Oh
right?
no. Ginger.
Yeah, this is really
Oh no!
unfortunate.
Rapid
Oh,
contact. It's a reverse knee. This is brutalizing.
kind of just Falcon right there though.
Today in the SCL has been like this.
Yeah. Fight Island 2020.
I can't stand FD like FDA.
Oh, Johnny has every single answer right now.
God.
He's just not making a wrong decision, it feels like. Oh, yep. So what Ginger wants to do is do another laser as he lands, but Johnny just went
Nice.
up there because he already had shot one here, I think by accident.
Oh, and these random nairs by S2J.
Oh
So-
my god. Short hop gets him there. Nice. Reads the roll in.
Nice.
Falcon's fine here. He's just gonna grab ledge.
Ah, right there, right?
Roll in.
Nice roll read, yep.
Falcon's fine.
So if you're gonna whiff this back air, I feel like you have to back air again. Like you can react to that in back air. I think he tried, maybe, but
Oh goodness.
I guarantee we see a Falcon kick in this set.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
Looking on the barrel of a Quattro.
yeah, this is just a Falcon match that's gonna happen.
Oh no, he's on the other side. Alright,
It's fine. No force back. Let's all take a breath. Let's all
It's
calm
fine.
down.
That's cool.
It's
Smile
fine.
on pumpkins.
Come back though?
Wait a minute.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, that's really unfortunate.
Did
Should
he
die here?
do
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
honestly?
Force smash. Get down to that. Yep.
Very good. Okay. Not impossible. Well, maybe when you down throw with no tag and then double need, it is impossible.
Yeah, that was not good. That was not good. Okay,
You know what?
Johnny just read some text there.
More fast FD games.
More highlight reels. Oh my god. That's
What an upper.
reels.
More fast FD games.
More highlight reels.
Yeah, I just got hit by that back air somehow. I don't know if he was a misinput to spot dodge there, but it's kind of a big deal, right? And then he kind of does
What
a
an upper.
double laser, gets hit.
That way?
I think if you have a feeling it's coming,
S2J's on another planet right now.
to the air dodge away from that F smash, like it's
Yeah,
actually
so
like
nice.
like
Okay.
Matrix right
Oh,
now.
that was
Okay,
amazing.
Another one. This one connects.
Moves like they do fly.
On air? Oh, I thought you were down there.
Nice.
Okay,
Well placed
that's
laser.
good. Yeah, one thing I'm not liking from Ginger so far is his he's always making the first move in neutral kind of thing. And I feel like I mean, obviously lasers are great, but like it's okay to get a little closer before you decide what to do, you know? Like even pivot shielding's really good, kind of to check Falcon's approaches. You can get a lot of mileage of just letting Falcon approach you sometimes. Because from there you can get like a laser out of shield to catch Falcon trying to run away, and then you can start your pressure, right? But it seems like Ginger is always trying to start the pressure. Instead of like, okay, Falcon hit my shield, I can laser him out of shield, and then he's in lag, and then I can start my pressure kind of thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think
Oh, I like that up there.
I feel like a change in what Ginger's been up.
Like, it's totally okay to wait for Falcon's landing lag here. So, I feel like you can wait for Falcon's landing lag. You don't have to punish the landing lag per se, right? I mean, you don't have to punish him like as he's coming down kind of thing. You can wait for him to land, put a laser where he's going to land, walk up and shine, or poke with a forward tilt, poke with a jab. You know, basically putting a laser where he's landing and then start your pressure, because you have a lot more room on FD to do that for sure. And basically, you kind of want to pressure Falcon without committing so hard, right? As long as you know where you're safe at, where Falcon is going to land, I think you're going to be okay. Yeah, I think he's slightly impatient analyzing the situation, right? So like his goal here, I feel like to be to make Falcon shield to get a slight to get advantage before going in, right? I feel like he needs to find an advantage. Oh, did Falcon get hit by a laser? Okay, then I want to start pressuring slowly, right? I can pressure with jabs, I can pressure with forward tilt, I can pressure with a safe nair. Yeah, basically you just want to get Falcon in that pressure situation. Because if Falcon has good movement like Johnny does, it's going to be very hard to kind of like just straight up hit him, right? So ways you can, do that, you can walk up instead, you can block an aerial and then start your pressure, stuff like that. And that's something Mango does really well, is he'll intentionally block aerials and then start pressuring, and then, shoot a laser at a shield and start his pressure, wave dash at a shield and start his pressure. If Falcon hits your shield, it's totally fine. It doesn't mean you have to take the next mix-up,
I feel like a change in what Ginger's been up to is like he did a runaway laser and then actually turned around and went in with a nair to read Johnny, trying to punish that. And it feels like an adaptation to what he's doing, but still just kind of behind in the pacing game.
That was an unfortunate recovery by Ginger. Not sure if going straight was on purpose or an accident there. I think he
That was really good back here.
Whoa! We love an aerial raptor boost that doesn't get you punished.
Oh my god.
Let's just give it to him.
Let's just give him the benefit of the doubt.
Oh my god.
When your friend does it, you're like,
Yeah, especially right here. One thing I'm not noticing is Ginger is just not wanting to flash shield or poke with jabs or anything like that. So,
Oh my god.
okay, this is important, right? Yeah, so as you're watching Johnny, you're watching him wave dash back. That's a pretty... That back air will never beat that nair from that range. In general, it's just really hard. And, yeah, you just kind of have to kind of notice that. Like, I just want to see Ginger use a little more ground moves and stuff to beat Falcon. And just shield in general to start your pressure. I think it's really, really important.
Of course I did.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Oh, so sick. Yes, sir. That was crazy. He also Ginger SDI'd out of the second.
Yeah, you can dash in with your shield until... Yeah, exactly. So, like, let's say, you're playing neutral and like, this guy's moving all over the place. Well, as soon as I splash my shield and if he aerials my shield, now I know I can start my turn, But you're never going to get your turn against somebody like Johnny who keeps moving,
Second hit of the nair to make that happen. That was insane.
Yeah, and one thing I'm not noticing is he's not even running up, So the good thing about FD is that you're allowed to run up in its stage, right? If Johnny's full jumping these lasers, right? By the second laser, you have to realize he's jumping these lasers, right? Let's go back. Okay, so he's double jumping, right? So let's notice that he's double jumping, right? So let's start running under Johnny. Laser. He's jumping, right? You should be running under him. You should not be throwing another laser unless you're... Well, he's at 139, I get it, but... you can... I like the laser on the landing lag, per se. But, I feel like sometimes you have to mix it up, right? You can laser to get the pressure, or you can run under Johnny, or you can run under them, because you've noticed what their response is to the laser, right? You've noticed that Johnny keeps double jumping over the laser after one. That's what the lasers are there for, is to get intel, right? In neutral, I have pretty much all the control with lasers, right? So how is he responding to the laser in neutral? Well, he's jumping. Well, okay, let's start running up. I mean, even running in general, running forward with Falco is like not terrible. You can always react with shield. You can dash in air, stuff like that. So, but like the thing is also, if you're gonna laser Falcon, and you hit Falcon with a laser, if you laser Falcon at this distance, you're not gonna get anything, right? Right there. Even if you hit Falcon at that distance, you're really not gonna get much. So it becomes like an interesting thing. Sure, if you hit him with the laser here and he does get hit, you might have a little more frame advantage going forward, but from this distance, if you hit a laser, Falcon can still dash out of the laser hit stun before you can start your pressure. Now I get double lasering, that's not bad either, but there's a lot of stage on here for Johnny to run, so and eventually you're gonna have to commit to the run under Falcon, right? If you're not running under Falcon at all when you're on FD, when you're on FD, I feel like there's no reason to play FD, right? The whole point of FD is to get under your opponent, right? And if you're not getting under your opponent at all, or you're not even attempting to, I feel like it's a wasted counter pick, So I feel like you should be trying to go completely under Falcon.
Great pressure by Ginger here. This is what he needs to find a hit.
Okay. Yeah, good. So if he hits Falcon with a laser at this close, yeah, now you can start pressure, right?
Oh, that downer was not meaty enough. Oh, but he's doing nice double shines.
I'd love to see some laser turnaround.
Okay, yeah. See, so after a couple of these lasers, I would like him to check what is Johnny doing after a couple of these lasers, right?
Tilts, I think that would help threaten Johnny, but he's got the plan. He knows what he's doing.
Oh wow, that was amazing.
This has been incredible from Ginger. Oh, he finally drops the edge guard. Still staying aggro. He's going to hit his face.
Wow, oh my god, that fucking double laser was so risky and so good. Wow,
Wow, the pullback.
that was insane.
Pullback.
Ginger's a monster. High risk, but
Ginger played that stock beautifully.
okay, nice. Gets under him. I like it.
Yep. He's also just getting right up in there. Another tech in place. That's it.
Too many lasers, right? Like
He's also just getting.
running under Falcon and crouch canceling isn't like terrible. Running under Falcon and back airing isn't terrible. Running under Falcon and shielding isn't too terrible, but at a certain point, the lasers are there to help you make the next read, right?
Getting right up in there.
he's
Another
dead.
tech in place. That's it. Oh no.
Where was the influence? The influence.
That was funny. That was terrible, yeah, but there was no influence there.
Like that's how he got that help.
But I think that's the whole set. Yeah, it's 3-0.
Like in times where he could have done like. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, just some cliff notes. I feel like Ginger just needs to put a little more gaps where in between his lasers he can get free reactions out of Falcon. After a couple lasers, you force the double jump, right? Well, that's perfect, right? But you don't want to settle when Johnny double jumps. You don't want to settle for just lasering his landing leg, right? You want to, if you have time, get completely under him, back air him. Something like that, right? And the next thing I would say is it's okay to shield to start setting up your own pressure, right? Falcon nears your shield, you can laser out a shield yourself. Since the laser usually hits Falcon at a very close proximity, you can usually forward tilt, jab, nair, etc. from a certain distance. But if you laser Falcon from too far away, it doesn't do anything, and it doesn't put enough pressure on Falcon. So the sweet spot here, I say for Ginger, is to not laser from too far away, and if you're going to laser from too far away, use that as intel to get closer. And I think that's just super important. Other than that, he did obviously a great job playing, pretty good. But and then basically later in the game, you need to shoot a tiny bit less lasers when your percent is so high, right? Because laser it's a very high risk. I feel like people don't realize that laser is a very high risk move. You basically telegraph your position. and where you're going to be. And that's fine if you can crouch cancel and get out of it, but if somebody clips you out of it at like 50 or 60, 70, 80%, you're going to get comboed, you're going to get knocked down, right? So the trick is later percent with Falco is to use a laser, sometimes sparingly, and try to get a clean hit, right? Or try to get like a good read so you can start your combos, right? But yeah, in general, you're playing with fire. If you're going to be lasering, if you're going to be doing the same neutral as you were doing at 0% as you're doing at 70%, as far as lasering, you definitely need to look at that, right? Because the risk reward is completely different. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Ginger's a great player. I want to see him do better at this Falcon matchup specifically. And I think he has the tools to do it. It's difficult when you play against a lot of Falcons and your typical responses work. Those high lasers always work. It's easy to force what you want, out of a lot of Falcon players. But when you're playing somebody like Johnny, it's just different, right? But yeah, that set was a lot quicker than I expected, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this